Nigerian ladies.
It is with a deep sense of pride, gratitude, and responsibility I welcome you all here today. This is a momentous occasion, a day that marks not only the safe return of our beloved daughters, but also a reaffirmation of our unwavering commitment to the fight against human trafficking.
Hello guys, welcome back once again to my channel. I want to be talking about I'm going to be talking about the 73 Nigerians that has been returned from Ivory Coast, you know, with the support of the LP CEO Alain Onyema. He sent his flight for free to go and bring back these our sisters. Now, it is the same thing happening in Libya. The difference is that there is so much focus in Libya, but countries like Mali, Ghana, Ivory Coast, which other one? Even Congo, which other? In fact, all those African countries, most Nigerian girls are trafficked to these countries, and nobody pays attention. Now, this particular repatriation happened because a very dark man visited that country and exposed these people and called on the government to do something. That's how these people were rescued. In fact, there are a lot of them which the government is claiming that they were overpowered and couldn't bring everybody back to the country. You can imagine that. So, why am I talking about this? I've been advising people, if anybody comes to you to tell you that, oh, they want to take you to another country, they want to take you to Ghana, Ivory Coast, or wherever, or even Libya, that you should follow them, that they have a restaurant, they have a dry cleaning work for you, they have a work they want to pay you, you know, times 10 of what you are receiving in Nigeria. Please reject them. They are all traps. Don't fall into these traps and become a victim. So watch this full video and share it to pass this message across and save a life today. Don't forget to use tap-tap-send with my promo code to enjoy the bonuses. I'll see you guys on the next one. Bye for now. Thank you.
Good evening, ladies.
Good evening.
Great Nigerian ladies.
It is with a deep sense of pride, gratitude, and responsibility I welcome you all here today. This is a momentous occasion, a day that marks not only the safe return of our beloved daughters, but also a reaffirmation of our unwavering commitment to the fight against human trafficking. The young women and girls who have just returned, we say welcome home. You were taken far from the safety and dignity you deserve. But today, you are back on Nigerian soil. And you are not alone. You are home, and this country stands with you. Your courage, your survival, and your return symbolize hope for thousands of others who may still be in shadows. And those who have perpetuated this evil, let today be a reminder that Nigeria will never relent in pursuing them. We have also apprehended some of those responsible for this heinous trade, and they will face the full force of the law. I must take a moment to sincerely appreciate the federal government of Nigeria for its constant support and political will in the fight against trafficking in persons. Your support has been instrumental in enabling NAPTIP to carry out this noble mandate. We also extend our heartfelt gratitude to Airpeace Airline for their generous and patriotic assistance in facilitating the safe return of these victims. Your partnership is a shining example of how the private sector can contribute meaningfully to national effort. To all our local and international partners, thank you. Your collaboration continues to empower us, and today's success is one we share with all of you. Let me assure every Nigerian, NAPTIP remain ever committed, ever vigilant, and ever determined. We will continue to work tirelessly to combat trafficking, prosecute traffickers, protect and rehabilitate victims. This is not just our job, it is our responsibility. It's a duty. Let us continue to raise awareness, to report suspicious activities, and to stand together against this grave violation of human dignity. Together we can build a Nigeria where no one is sold, abused, or forgotten. We have to profile and chat with them before we have these details you are talking about. And NAPTIP, in its own mandate, when it gets such victims, after profiling, those that will be held at the shelter will remain at the shelter, and at the end of the day, they go through counseling, they go through skill acquisition training, and as we release them, as we unite them with their families, we give them equipment on the area of specialization they have trained, so that they can go and integrate themselves into the society. We have arrested 2 that are connected to the Côte d'Ivoire trafficking. In fact, we met 2 victims inside the house where those two gentlemen were arrested. And the issue of arresting, so we've been arresting suspects all over the country, across the country, and we've been prosecuting, and a lot of convictions have been. National Orientation Agency is for creation of awareness, and we have reached out. If you look at the NTA scroll bar, you will see NAPTIP call numbers. You will see everything about that. So we are reaching out to every agency. In fact, I have already written a letter to the Minister of Information for a courtesy visit so that we can solidify our relationship.
Well, to me, it's a national assignment. To me, it's very natural to do something like this. I believe, like I told them inside the aircraft when they landed, I don't want them to look down on themselves. I want them to believe that the country is very, very responsive to their whatever difficulties they might face at any point in time. This is not for show. It's all about patriotism. It's all about, not patriotism by the person, because I decided to fly all of them into Nigeria free of charge, but to instill patriotism in them, to make them feel belong to their nation, to make them feel wanted, and to make them feel important. No one should look down on anybody, and they themselves shouldn't look down on themselves. What happened to these young girls out there is very atrocious and must be condemned by everyone under the sun. Very, very atrocious. Some of them are 13 years old, 14 years old, and they're all, they've gone into sex slavery, kind of. And it's not unacceptable. That's why I decided to go and bring them. I didn't wait for government. We mustn't be waiting for government for everything. So I decided to do that, and we continue to do that, to instill into Nigerians that sense of belonging and pride in their country. This is why I do these things we do, not for anything else. But I must use this opportunity to thank the man they call VDM, a very dark man. He was the one that brought this awareness. It was dark man that made us even know that something like this existed. And I must thank him. I think he is hero of this particular night. Because if he had not spoken, maybe we may not have known. Maybe NAPTIP needs information to work. They cannot sit in Nigeria and know what is happening out there. So I must implore all Nigerians to thank Dark Man, very dark man, for what he's done. He is the hero of this moment. Not any of us here, because he brought this into limelight before I decided to do this, before the able DG decided to also be here. We've been here since morning waiting for them to come. It's a national assignment. I feel so proud of being Nigerian. That is the only thing. That's the only country we've got to. I mean, we have to instill in our youth that sense of belonging, that sense of patriotism, sense of nationalism. That is why I preach broad nationalism in Nigeria as against ethnic and religious nationalism. When what we need is to fight for each other, not fighting against each other. We do not need to stigmatize each other. Nigeria is already stigmatized worldwide. We do not need to stigmatize ourselves along ethnic lines or religious lines. Thank you. Well, the airline has lost over 400 million naira today. That is a fact. It's not to be controverted. When we got into Côte d'Ivoire, we kept to the time, but a lot of issues, diplomacy across this place is something else in Africa. So it's not fault of it's not fault of Nigerian government. It's not fault of ours. Our plane was there, but the issues around the West Coast. It wasn't easy. We've been there since morning till this midnight. So over 400 million naira lost. But it's not about money. It's not about money. There's no amount of money that you can equate to life. The most important thing is that we brought them back alive. We want to reintegrate them into the society. And let me tell you this, it's not just about bringing them. I've already enrolled all of them at the Duchess Hospital. The Duchess Hospital have been waiting since morning, brought their people to wait. They even spoke with Hajia too. We are funding it, APC is funding it for their treatment, because you can see some of them are pregnant. We need to test some of them for HIV, because you don't want to reintegrate them and the population will be affected by whatever they have. And you need to save their own lives too. So APC has gotten one of the best hospitals in Africa, Duchess. That's where I go. That's where I treat myself. So I believe, like I said, I don't look down on anybody. They also deserve the best. That's why we enrolled all of them in Duchess Hospital. We got the names of 150 at first, all 150 whenever they come in. Today we have about 78. They are going to Duchess Hospital in the morning because they had to close this night. But tomorrow morning, all of them will be there. If you want to see them, you will see them. They will test them. Whatever you have, APC will bear the brunt of the treatment, not just tests, so that we can release them into the society. But most importantly, to make them understand humanity, because they've been made to feel as if they're subhuman by the kind of treatment they underwent in Côte d'Ivoire. So we need to do everything possible to give them the best. So in fact, inside the aircraft, they were all very happy. They felt wanted by their nation. Now we take them to a very 7-star hospital tomorrow morning, and they will say, wow, this is me in this kind of place. So these are the kind of things we need to instill in the citizenry. It is very, very important. And once more, I thank Very Dark Man for bringing this to the fore.
The borders are porous, the immigration are not doing too much. They waste their time with bag of rice that is coming into Nigeria, contraband goods, We have more problems. Because of the porousness of the border, you have insecurity in the country, terrorism and all. It's not only bag of rice. The immigration needs to expand, expand what they do with their time. How come over 200, 500 girls are leaving Nigeria almost every day? Bringing them back is not a solution, but stopping them from going is the solution, right? Now, this trafficking is not only outside the country. It still happens inside Nigeria. A kid standing on the road to beg you different traffic junctions in Nigeria is also trafficking. Some of them are being trafficked and turned into beggars. The problem is really, really big. It's not about bringing them back and then you just bring them back, you do rehabilitation. A lot of them will still go back because these borders are porous. And again, a lot of families, one of the methods they use, the president of Nigeria in Ivory Coast is going to throw a little bit of light, so please don't wrap up. I know you people don't have time. You throw some light, I'll give him the floor. Some patterns, these people have a lot of patterns that needs to be exposed. One of them, December, when some of all these big girls, big auntie that made it abroad, when they come back, they stay in those villages, they start spraying money. Then the mother of all these children, some of them will just say, how did you get this money? You know, from there, can you carry my daughter? Like that, they carry the daughters.
This thing started from very dark man, but not really from very dark man, because it's what we have been doing since I was elected the president of the Nigerian community on the 29th May 2021. And since then till date, Nigerian community under my watch have succeeded in repatriating over 1,550 Nigerian girls, excluding this that you are seeing now. So I don't want to see this as media paparazzi. I just want to see that there's reality, not to come to before the press and say we brought Nigerian girls that were trafficked to Cote d'Ivoire. I know very well, and they know too well, I have sent this message to the appropriate authority that Nigerians, mostly minors, are trapped in Cote d'Ivoire. Where they were trapped is in the forest. In the forest, where they are mining gold. Not like they don't mine gold in the city. It's only in the forest. That's where they mine gold. So I think the federal government of Nigeria will pay serious attention, because most of these girls die in this cause. We know how many Nigerian girls we have buried over there simply because nobody to locate, and some of them die on the process through the farmer. They were being married to the farmer, sold to the farmer over there. There's nothing you can do to get them out from them. So I want the government, if we say we have government, let's pay serious attention to these menace that are facing these young girls. When you look at them, you see the joy that they exercised inside the aircraft when they were entering, and when the plane landed was so much. That shows that they went there not with their intention. Most of these girls were told that they are going to be selling in a boutique where they will be paid like 100,000 naira. And when they get to Cote d'Ivoire, they find themselves inside the forest. They will be asking questions. There will be no one to rescue them at that junction. So I just want the government, more especially this organ that called NAPTIP, to come down to the level of this girl, to investigate very well, to know how they operate, those that are taking them to Cote d'Ivoire, not only in Cote d'Ivoire, to Mali, to Burkina Faso, and to Ghana. These are the 4 major countries in West Africa where you know that golds are being mined. So these are the areas where you see them in thousands. There are a city or a camp, let me not say city, there's a camp where you will get over 200 Nigerian girls, and greater number of them will be mined over there. So for me, as Michael Emeko Nwuchelu, the president of the Nigerian community, will want to call more of the attention of the government, this organ that is taking care of this body, to completely calm down, get to the level of how to know what is happening, and you save more lives. This is just 75. We rescued over 150. But just to, if it will interest you, that some of them we were overpowered to release some of these girls. So let's use what we have to get what we want and save the life of these girls. That's what I think.
From your findings.
Overpowered by who? Please explain.
Okay, this, you know, when they say ghetto is full of hoodlums, and that's where these girls find themselves. And when they were frightened, they would not want to miss. And whenever they try to escape from any attempt to escape, they will be punished very, very well.
Okay, I'm from Osun State. I'm a Yoruba girl.
Your name?
So, my name is...
No, your name.
Okay, I'm from Osun State. I'm a Yoruba girl. So, but I based in Edo State because my parents live in Edo State. So there was a friend, one of my friends that told me that she's in Abidjan, that she's running supermarket, that she would love me to come and work, that a month they pay like 200k, 300k. I said no problem. I said that I shouldn't worry about the transport because I told her that I don't have money. I'm even learning work. I'm just free with my work. I'm looking for money to buy machine because I learned tailor. I'm looking for money to buy machine to start up my own business. So he said that I should come, that he's going to pay for my transport. I said fine, no problem. The moment I got there, I was now asking her, where is the supermarket that you told me that you are running? She said that is a lie, there is no supermarket, there is prostitution work. I was like, why do you lie to me at the first? Say it's prostitution work, that you'll be sleeping with different men, that she paid 3 million naira for my transport, that you sleep with different men, I will not pay her back the money. I said, I cannot do that. I cannot do such thing. So she said that if I did not do that, she cut my hair. She said that she's going to take it to the Babalawo place to swear anything I see, I will bear. So that is why I quickly run to the police to report to them, look at what going through. Like now I really need help because I'm pregnant, 4 months pregnant. I've not been going to antenatal because I don't have money for antenatal, and I really need help because my parents, they are suffering. I need help. When we were in Abidjan, they said that we should don't worry, that when we get here, our president Tinubu is going to surprise us. He will give us money to start up a business. And I cannot ask my mom because only my mom my mom is ever suffering. I don't have that again. So I cannot ask my mom to send me transport with my pregnancy. Even the guy that gave me the pregnancy, she said that he cannot accept the pregnancy again. I have not been going to antenatal. So I don't have any money, even single money I don't have. To even go back is a problem to me. That is only what I have to say. I need help. Please, the president should help me. I really need help to take care of myself. I want to open a business. I learned
How old are you?
I'm 24 years old. I learned tailoring. I'm looking for money to buy a machine, to open my shop and to take care of my baby.
What year did you leave Nigeria?
I spent 2 months in Abidjan.
So how was pregnancy?
My pregnancy is 4 months. I got pregnant in Nigeria before going to Abidjan. So ever since I've not been going to antenatal because I don't have money, and I've been going through a lot because my parents don't have money.
Did you sleep with men eventually?
Yeah, I sleep with different type of, because I don't know that I was pregnant. I sleep with different type of men to pay my madam 1.5 million naira. I sleep with different type of men. So the moment I told her that, look at what I'm going through, I'm having some pain in my stomach, she said that okay, she should take me to the hospital. They took me to the hospital and they told her that I'm 4 months pregnant. She was asking me to do abortion, that I should remove the baby. I told her that I cannot remove it because the baby is already big. It's not even 1 month or 1 week. I said I cannot do that. So she started maltreating me, using stick to eat me. Even send people, he send the brother to come and fight with me. They will kick me in my stomach, kick me in my chest. That's the reason why I gone to police to report, because I don't have any money to even transport, to even feed is a problem. So I really need help. Okay, the reaction for the police, they said that the woman is going to pay for my trip to this place, and because she spoiled my phone and she will repair my phone, finish. That was all. They didn't give me any money. No money was given to me to take care of myself, to take care of my baby.
Okay. Did you regret traveling to Abidjan?
Yeah, I regret, because it told me that it was supermarket. When getting there, it now said that it's prostitution work. I said I cannot do. So she even forced me, said that if I run, she's going to make me mad. She can use 3 million naira to swear Babalawo so that person will go mad. So because of the fear, and I said let me just walk.
Okay.
I'm from Ivory. I'm 17 years old, May 5, 2008. I was learning work at Epoma when I saw one lady. He told me that I can sew. Let me go to a country that they call Côte d'Ivoire. There is money in the country. When I look for money 6 months, I will come back to Nigeria. And I asked him which work. He now said that it's restaurant work. I will help them to sell food, and they will pay me 1.5 million a month. And I say, okay, and I go to the country. When we now reach border, they now be telling us that where are we going? We now say that we want to go and meet our sister. That's what we want to go and do in the village. We now say we want to go and sell restaurant food. He will give us money. We buy some food item in Nigeria, gari, yam, some things. We buy them to go to Côte d'Ivoire. When we now reach Côte d'Ivoire, we now meet the lady. We now take us home. We now take our beds, eat food, and told us to sleep. We sleep, rest. They now say we should rest 2 days. After the 2 days, now took us to the market, buy short clothes for us, short skirts. The next day, now take us to one village, say that we are going to be hustling in this village. Now say, which hustle? You promised us that we are going to be selling food in the restaurant. Now say that to make payment, he will call boys to kill us. We now keep quiet. We now started to be hustling. We now paid the madam 1.5 million in Sifa. Before we pay the madam now use boys to threaten us. Before we now get information that they have one company that they call embassy, Nigerian embassy, we now run to that place. Now explain to the person. The person now say that we should wait. They will bring us to Nigeria back.
How many of you?
We are 7 girls.
You mentioned hustle. Which type of hustle here?
Which kind of hustle are we doing there? It's a shower work.
Okay. So what's the name of the madam that you said that was
that took you to that place?
Mary.
Mary what?
I don't know the surname.
Okay, but were your parents aware about your traveling?
No. They told us do not tell our parents we are going to anywhere.
So you left without your parents' consent?
Yes. They should not follow anybody to go to any country. If you want to go to any country, you go by yourself. Don't allow anybody to take you to the country, because even though they tell you that you will sell food, do this, if you reach the country, it's actually what they are going to use it to do.
I'm 22. I finished school last year. So this year, my sister traveled out last year. She's working with someone in a restaurant. So the woman needed someone to assist her more, like a guy. So this year I traveled since January. But when I traveled here, they have started deporting from the country because of papers, stuff and all of that. To the extent that they don't give papers again, they have stopped giving papers. So I've entered the country, but about a few days they brought me back to the border because of their papers. I have to stay in the border there over 2 months, and I now traveled to Côte d'Ivoire to see if I can hustle something. I was there 2 months and for my sister to send money for me. So I now traveled to Côte d'Ivoire to see if I can work something out for myself. But me going there, I don't know anyone there, I don't have anywhere to stay, so I even met some of our Nigerians. I'll ask if they need someone that is looking for someone that will work for them. They will say no, this one, that one. And the place that I'm saying, that is the park. They have started complaining, so I have to go back to the embassy and tell them I want to come back to Nigeria. That is how they helped me out getting back here.
So which country do you first travel to?
Mauritania.